This lesson is on the shape tool. So I'm going to take my mouse, I'm going to go up to the paint. When I go to the paint, I have a bunch of different shapes right here. When I click on them, I have lots of different shapes to choose from. Most kids come in and they make their shape, and this is what they do. Don't forget that over here you can make your width a lot thicker. You can make the width of your lines a lot thinner. Okay, don't forget you can change your color. You can also come up here, and if you want your shape filled in, you'll click in this shape right here to fill it in, and you can see that your shape automatically fills in, which is kind of cool, but it's hard to tell if it's on or off. So if it's a little bit white, it is off. If it is faded or shaded in right there, then it is filled in. There's also another tool over here. As you notice when I make these, it is always going to be turned in this direction. But if you go like this, then you have the option of turning your mouse and your cursor and turning it to make a box that is any direction that you want to go. Lastly, over here you can make it lines. So if I make this a little bit thicker, come down to blue, you can then go ahead and you can put dashed lines inside of things. So there are 3 different ways to change your shapes, including the thickness down here, and all your shapes. Now what I suggest that you do when you do this is you use the shape tool for any object that ever has a straight line. So for example, if I'm going to, I shouldn't say a straight line, or has an outside that is going to need a shape that you want. So if I take my eraser over here and erase what I've done so far, in this case, then what we want to do is we want to make like a house, would be a good example, a playground set. A snowman would also have a shape. So you know of any object that has a shape, then you use it to create. These are probably the 2 most popular ones right here along with the lines. Okay, the lines are obviously, you can make a lot of things. But if I wanted to make a house, you know, you can go there and you can see I just need to undo it. Click on those lines again so that I get a house that looks like this. I can then go over and make a gray triangle to put it up on top. Now this is where I might grab a little bit of a black and use the lines, because this is where I might go up and make a straight chimney, but it is quite hard to get it straight. So you really have to work at each of these and holding it correctly. So there you go, and you can see there. Now when you go through and you make your snowman, again, we can make this a little off-white, but in this case, I'd probably want to click here, and I'd be a lot easier to go ahead and just make my snowman so that it is automatically filled in, so I don't have to go to the bucket later. I don't have to choose this and fill it in, because you can see the gap that it leaves around that outer edge. So anytime that you're doing a shape, if you want it filled in, don't forget, click here and fill it in. And yes, they do have lots of other boxes and swirlies and lots of other shapes that you can do, including hearts. The goal then would be is, can you draw a shape, or can you draw a picture using just your shapes? So, you know, if you can make a house or a building, or you can go to these lines right here, and you can go up, and you can go over, and you can come down. See, and you can start to make a little bit of a swing set. Then I like coming down here. Now these are too thick, so again, you play with your thickness, and you come over here and you make your swing set, and then you can go ahead and make the seat and put it across, and you get a swing set. Kind of low, but you could also make a swing set like this, and no one would know the difference. Now sometimes I do like to go in, add a little bit right here, and then I've got a little swing set looks like that. That looks better. So go into your shapes, make a picture using just your shapes. Thanks.